Every once in a while, you get this groundbreaking idea no one ever had before. Maybe even once or twice a year even. So you sit yourself in front of your PC, gather all the boys just to tell them, yo, you guys wanna start a Minecraft server? And all the boys just stand there, staring at each other for a moment. Before the absolute mayhem breaks out, everybody just screams, holy shit, it's that time of the year again, I can't wait, yeah man! I'm gonna build a base there, and I'm gonna build a base there, and I'm gonna build another base there, and then maybe I'm gonna speedrun the goddamn Ender Dragon. I'm gonna be faster than all of you, but I'm gonna do a sky base, yo! And then there's the one friend who doesn't look all that surprised. Suddenly, he speaks up. Well, we've played Minecraft lots of times before. Maybe we should try Terraria. You know, it's been a while since we played that. And that's the moment where the whole friend group splits up. Everyone just screams, Terraria, 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 Terraria. And everybody goes absolutely wild. Kevin throws the cat out the window. The other guy calling up his girlfriend to break up with her cause he's gonna invest all the time now into playing Terraria. And you just stand there, feeling guilty for the mayhem you just unleashed on your friend group. So you decide to make a video essay about these two games, trying to figure out which one is the actual better one to settle this argument once and for all. If you grew up in the time period between 2011 and 2020, you must have absolutely heard of one or both of these two games before, Minecraft and its digital brother Terraria. Those two games raised, formed and entertained whole generations of gamers from everywhere around the surface of the earth. Hey, I'm Divine Devil, and today I will tell you about the two best sandbox games ever created by humankind. If you liked the video, please consider leaving a like and shut it! They already know! Nowadays you can't watch a single YouTube video without the guy saying, if you liked the video, like, subscribe and share it! It's goddamn annoying, we won't be doing that on here. I guess you're right. Well, anyway. I don't believe there's a single person out there not knowing what Minecraft or Terraria are. But for the sake of this video, here's a quick summary. Both games are unarguably the most well-known sandbox games out there. Both let you interact in unlimited ways with its environment, its enemies, physics, engine, storyline, NPCs and on and on and on. In Minecraft you can build the house of your dreams out of various blocks, or you could take a very different approach and just explore the almost borderless and always uniquely random generated world. But it also gives you the possibility to fight your way through the story, learn actual electric engineering mechanics, join or create servers for you and your friends, or the entire world if you may. You can also choose to play the game together or put the focus on a huge variety of the most creative minigames any game has to offer. It's one game with an unlimited amount of other games inside itself. Meanwhile, Terraria lets you build, explore, fight, create servers and play minigames too. But its focus here is more on fighting, advancing the world and the story, which in no case hinders your freedom to play the game as you like it. Terraria and Minecraft are, as I said earlier in the introduction, games which shaped entire generations of gamers and even society on its own. There is a reason why there are hundreds if not thousands of clones of either of them if you browse the App Store or Steam or any other game provider's page. Wait a minute, is that a triangle? These games taught you as a kid to think outside of the box, explore your own creative abyss, and also taught you to explore the world and appreciate nature. I believe that's why you always cover up creeper holes and replant trees. They also might have taught you a little bit about your social behavior. Minecraft's first official version 1.0 launched on November 18th, 2011. Terraria's first version aired earlier than Minecraft's first version on the 16th of May 2011, which is pretty funny, cause it's still inspired by Minecraft. Minecraft in its earlier days was developed by Marcus Persson in Sweden, but you might know him as Notch. He took inspiration from other famous titles such as Infaminer, Dwarf Fortress and Dungeon Keeper. He released the first early access stage of the game on May 17th, 2009, and he'd go on to found his own company, Mojang, to support further development of Minecraft. Sadly, after the game became most popular and sold over millions and millions of copies, Notch couldn't really keep up with it anymore. Quickly, he found himself to become frustrated and left the company, selling it to Microsoft in 2014. This made Jeb, the creative lead of the company, the new head of the company. Since then, the game blew up even more. got several new updates, introduced a mob vote, also made a video talking about a mob vote if you're interested in that, link is in the description. And became what we know it as of today. Terraria, on the other hand, was created by 4 individual developers, known as Relogic. They started development in January 2011 and released it to the public just 4 months after. Since then, the game received numerous updates, mod support and bug fixes over the years. However, the update cycle wasn't as steady as Minecraft's, making the game go several months without any new content or features. In May 2020, it received its last major update, titled Journey's End, which was supposed to be the last update for the game entirely. Okay, now that we know the origins of these 2 unforgettable game titans, let's talk about the game mechanics. Minecraft is set in a 3D world made completely out of blocks, with blocky entities, blocky clouds, blocky buildings, items, bosses, trees, mountains, grass and even blocky flowers. However, the world is so big, you would never be able to reach its borders without using cheats in a human lifetime. And that's exactly why the game's admittedly new focus is set on exploring the world. However, the typical player will wander around aimlessly until he finds a spot he considers slightly more aesthetically pleasing than all the other places he's been through before and set up a base there. At this point, you'll have to explore the crafting system. In previous versions of Minecraft, you had to remember every crafting recipe by yourself in your own head. This wasn't much of a problem, as most of the items you'll need had simple and easy to remember recipes, which just made sense. The rails, however, yeah, those are what the wiki was for. But today, we got the new recipe browser book, right in our crafting table interface, where we can look up every single craftable item recipe in the game. However, in order to be able to craft certain items, you had to be going out, exploring the world. You'll have to explore the overworld in order to find resources such as wool, wood, water and plants, and even villagers. The underground cave system to find ores such as iron, gold, diamond, redstone and the annoying orange stuff which still has no real purpose and fills up your inventory, and it's even worse if you have a color weakness like me and constantly confuse it with iron in the dark. You can also set off to explore entire new dimensions such as the Nether and the End, to progress through the quote-unquote story of the game. Lastly, the game puts emphasis on surviving aspects such as your hunger and your health bar. Where the game really shines though is at its creative core. It lets you do anything ranging from building something cool to building the whole world on a 1-to-1 scale, building the galaxy, building a grand archive accessible by everyone around the world, building a working computer, or program a whole new game inside the game. Meanwhile, Terraria is set on a 2D world panel, which is one of the biggest reasons why inexperienced Minecraft players often just call it Minecraft in 2D. But that's not true at all. Terraria is so much more and not at all like Minecraft actually, but yet it is. Does this even make sense? Well, I guess you could understand what I'm trying to say here. Terraria's world is filled with over 500 unique entities ranging from normal enemies to bosses to NPCs. And if over 500 of those weren't impressive enough, the game also adds about 5,455 items on top of that. Isn't that absolutely nuts? I mean, someone had to sit there and program all of that into the game. Let me remind you that this game was put together by just 4 developers. Like, what the actual quack? Different from Minecraft, Terraria puts its core focus around fighting bosses and enemies and advancing the world plus story while doing so. It also has a crafting system way more complicated than Minecraft. To be brutally honest, I can't even play the game without using the wiki and or a class guide to craft certain items. And it too lets you build everything your heart can dream of, arguably with even more detail than its counterpart. Terraria is way less beginner friendly than Minecraft. Sure, it has an in-game guide to help you figure out the crafting recipes, but to be honest, he isn't very sufficient at that, and is much rather advised to be sacrificed to the Great Wall of Flesh. To give you a perspective of how different those games are from one another, here is a side-to-side comparison of both games. While there are some degenerates in both communities claiming that their preferred game is better than the other, literally unleashing whole internet wars between two fan bases, there are also average enjoyer of both games, which are probably well educated, good looking and extremely popular in school, just like John C. Wait, where did that come from? Well, anyway. Both communities are supporting their game in great ways. Content creator putting out hundreds of videos playing the game over and over in various playstyles again and again. Modders coding countless mods. There are even existing Terraria mods for Minecraft and Minecraft mods for Terraria. Neither of communities show any implication of getting bored and are keeping their game alive, with still millions of players playing them even after a decade of their releases. In conclusion, both games are absolutely top notch. See what I did there? You have to accept that none of them are trying to copy each other, but rather just share the same concepts of a sandbox game, but executed completely different from one another. Instead, we should focus our collective hate towards the real enemy here, Fortnite. But that's maybe an idea for another video. Both games spawned many other unique games like 4D Miner or Necessi. I don't know how to pronounce it. We as people have to understand that things evolve off of one another and are not magically put into existence, creating whole new game experiences no one has ever heard of. And that's exactly why Minecraft and Terraria go hand in hand, acknowledging each other as equals and friends, maybe even brothers. I'm looking forward how future updates will evolve Minecraft further and or if Relogic creates new games or maybe also spin-offs of Terraria. But what do you think? I'll be happy to read your thoughts in the comments. And as always, I want to thank you very much for watching my content and I wish you all the best playing both games. Alright then, see ya! By the way, I stole some footage from these YouTubers to use in this video. Lol.